Hey guys, good afternoon. Well, I figured we would check in with Faith and see what she's got cooking, what kind of lies she's telling, what kind of problems she's having today. Well, let's see.
Yeah, I am. I am disrespectful to them. I have a lot of hatred in my heart for them, honestly, and how they've treated me. They give me the best care, but they're just detached emotionally, and they always have been. And that's okay. Two things can be true. Two things can definitely be true at once. I know. No, they hurt and they hurt me because, simply put, they don't. They think that they get to control my life, and that's just not the case. I will never let that happen. That's the thing. With as much as I've helped other people, no one will come with that same energy, the energy that I came with, and that's okay. I've learned to accept it. I don't control their life at all. They're doing whatever the fuck they want. They do whatever the fuck they want every single day. Don't do that. You don't get to do that. And Linda, you're an old woman sitting in my lab commenting on my life. So I think you need to grow up too. You will never know what my situation is like until you live it. So until then, sit down. Don't talk. You have no reason to speak on that. Literally. I didn't put it out on the internet. It's the only place I can go. And it's the only place I can go.
Hey girl.
Hello?
So I'm like, first of all, stop talking about your personal life online, okay? Second of all, because none of these people can help you with that scenario, right? Like these are all online people. You don't know these people in real life. They can't help you with that. So it's pointless for you to bring it up online. But guess what I'm doing? I'm making spider webs. Well, I'm gonna try. I went to the Dollar Tree.
Is
What?
it for your makeup look?
No. Okay, so you do listen to me sometimes. I love that. So, no, I want to put like black spider webs like on the wall behind me where I go live. Like so I went to the Dollar Tree and I got creepy cloth and then I got spider webbing and then I got some fake spiders. But I did go at the Dollar Tree and I got some mini makeup sponges and like some different colored liners. But I want to buy like the face paint. I just want to find a good website. I know I'm like late to it because it's already October, blah, blah, blah. But here we are. Okay. It's better late than never.
Yep.
But what I was going to say is, girl, did you just wake up?
Yes.
You know what I think? Did you ever DoorDash your food that day?
No, I waited till the morning. It was late.
Oh, as long as you still got it. Um, so on DoorDash, what stores can you order from?
Anything?
Really?
Why?
You should go and because I remember when we talked the other day, you said how like you really, you kind of get nervous with them like bathing you and showering you or whatever the case is. So I was thinking you should there are these I know like you should be careful because I have sensitive skin, but there are these like wipes, like face wipes, and they're kind of just like water, just to freshen up and stuff every day.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool. And
Yeah.
then, because you said the other day that your mom didn't do makeup with you, so I'd be willing to make a list of stuff that you could get that's really cheap and like just like
Yeah.
little things. If you ever wanted to like do your makeup or do a makeup design, I could help you.
I'm just like, I don't want to stab myself in the fucking eye, bro.
Bro, I don't think you will as long as you go like slow and stuff.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
eye is what I'm concerned about, honestly.
Well, then F that. You don't even gotta do the eye makeup. I don't wear eye makeup. I don't think a lot of people wear eye makeup anymore nowadays. Honestly, I really don't. And Heidi said she would help you too with makeup. Okay. Yes, use your fingers. Yes. Oh my gosh. When I was growing up, that's all I used was my fingers. It was like the in thing to like put your
Yeah.
finger in your makeup palette and just rub it on your eye.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, she is beautiful without makeup, but a girl still wants to, dip and dabble in makeup sometimes.
Yeah. There's so many things that
But
the nursing home has really shown me that unfortunately I can't go home. And that makes me feel sad, but I'm also very happy. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a fun ride.
I'm confused. But okay.
What? Why are you confused?
I don't know. I'm just confused, but
I mean, obviously you do know because you're thinking of something. So what's up?
no, I just feel like you're trying to get me to have a conversation about your personal life, bro.
No, I'm not. I trust you enough. That's all.
Okay, well, I don't know why the nursing home would make you feel like you could never go home. Is it even their choice? It's not really their choice, right?
What do you mean?
How is it the nursing home's choice if you never go home or not?
No, I'm saying the nursing home has really taught me that I can't go home for my mental health.
I guess. What do you mean you can't go home for like you just don't want to? You're saying?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
I don't want to, and it's not really helpful. So I'm racking my brain.
Yeah, but honestly, Faith, what I think, girly girl, I think that if you focus more on yourself than, like trying to go all these different places in the world and do all this shit that you might be able to do, because the ultimate goal for you is to have friends, maybe meet someone, go different places that you want to go, have independence. Am I wrong?
No,
So, you know where all that actually starts at?
what? Where?
With you, bro. You gotta love you first. You gotta take care of you first. So like you gotta do things like I said, like wake up,
Thing
wipe your face and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
is,
That's self love.
I'm not like that's the thing about me. Is I'm not going to care about myself unless I can get to a point where I know that I'm going to be happy. There's no reason to
Faith,
be.
it's echoing really bad. Is that me or you? I'm sorry.
Hello.
Okay,
Uh,
that's better. Sorry.
is that you?
No, wait. Let me see if it's me.
Yeah, it is you.
Okay, now is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, go
No.
on, I'm listening.
I was just saying, like, I can't take care of myself to the point, to the full extent that I want to and that I desire to until I can get to a place where I can be truly happy. And I know where that place is. And I've been up all night trying to rack my brain on how to get there and how to do the things I need. So,
No, I disagree with you because that would be like me saying, like, okay, someday I really like where I want to be is I want to be rich and I want to live in a nice
that's
house.
unrealistic though.
Huh?
Being filthy rich for the average person is unrealistic.
I can't even hear you. What'd you say?
I said being rich for the average person is unrealistic.
Okay, that's not even the rich I'm talking about, girl. But yeah, you know what I mean. But I just feel like you have to start within you, though, bro. Like no matter what your vision is, your goals are, anything, it has to start with you. Nothing can be achieved. Like you could sit there and dwell, because all you're gonna do is dwell, right? It's almost like I feel it's people kind of like with ADHD, anxiety, shit like
Yep.
that, like or
Yep.
you're gonna sit there and you're gonna dwell on it all day. Like you could be like, okay, I want to clean my house spotless today to get ready for winter, right? And then you sit on the couch, you grab your phone, or you lay in bed, or you sit in your chair, you grab your phone and you start doom scrolling, right? And then you sit there and next thing you know, a few hours go by, then 5 hours go by, and all you've been doing is sitting there thinking about, okay, I want to clean my house, or I want to go to Cali, or I want to live in my own apartment, and have a aid 24 hours a day, different shit like that, or I want to power wash my house. And all you did all day was sit there and think about it. And it's like an obsession, is because you're just like thinking about it, but you're not starting at the core. So maybe if like for me, like I get up and I'm like, okay, let me stop scrolling, let me go do the dishes. Even if I go back to scrolling, at least I got the dishes done and I didn't sit here and think and ponder about my end goal, and I did the little things to add up to it. Does that make sense?
And you're
Kind of.
spot on, Nicole. Whenever you feel better, you do better.
I love this girl, Faith. You always need to bring her up because she's a very positive person, and she's just like me, and she tells you what it is. Go on, I'm
Yeah.
listening.
Oh no, just when you feel better, you do better. When you look better, you do better. I mean, so many different things. You got to start out in the morning and say, I'm getting going today. I'm going to get myself together before you come online.
See, and this is the kind of honest, talk that Faith needs to hear. Not people coddling her and telling her, agreeing with her and telling her what she wants to hear and, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the real life shit she needs to hear. But she's hearing it, but will she listen to it?
Yes.
Get yourself together. When you look good, your mental is good. Your physical may not always be good, but it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
that's super, super important. I mean, I'll tell you, I work from home and I'm laying in the bed, still in my night clothes, XYZ, but I can promise you I'd be more successful at my job if I got my ass out of the bed.
Yeah. But on
Hey,
top of that, all the
but I'm
things
not
that you don't.
unhappy though.
No,
I'm
but Faith, all the things that you don't like you come on live, right? And you hate when people say, talk to you about a shower, or you hate when people talk about brushing your hair, or do you brush your teeth, or your lips, right? Or the eye crust. That is all something you control all of that. You independently control all of that.
It's not
And
that
just
it's not that I care, like I'm annoyed by it. It's just like why is that people's first thing? Like it doesn't need to be.
because
I'm
it's real life.
because you're presenting yourself on a public platform, Faith, and honestly, it's not. In all honesty, I guarantee you, all the people that bring it up, they honestly don't give two flying fucks whether you take care of yourself or not.
No,
They
they're
just
just
simply
saying it.
look at you and say, "Damn, If she did these things, it shows self-love, it shows self-appreciation, it shows that she values herself, she values the way that she presents herself to a public platform. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, face, sometimes I can't lie, girl, when you be like, when your lips are bothering you, I'm like, damn. And that's why when people start saying like, Faith, go get lip balm, do this, do that, I think you should honestly have a fucking lip balm, because I know I do, with you 24/7. And it's the time of the year where your lips are going to be chapped, and it's just the little things.
Yeah.
You know, and if you
When
got
you
a lip
feel
balm
better,
that
you
you
do
like,
better.
get a different one. Exactly. You always do better.
Yeah. And you're right.
Yeah, so let's start there. Let's work on that. Fuck thinking about Callie right now. Fuck thinking about like, oh, my parents don't want me. That your relationship with your parents, trust me, being a very fucking a bad child growing up, that can always be mended. No matter what. Those they gave birth to you, that's your blood. It can always be mended. No matter what. Trust me there.
But here's my question. What is it wrong to want to love them from afar
No.
instead of like loving them here now? Like I want to love them from afar so badly that I will sell my right arm to do so.
I mean, you don't have to do that because you're already doing that. You just need to, you want this independence and you want to love them from afar and you want to distance yourself from them. You need to do that. They don't reach out to you, do they?
So check on me.
Okay, so answer the phone and, you know, again, this is your personal life, but answer the phone, be like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. You know, if you were to sit there for a week, right? Say they call you every day to check on you. If you were to do it for a week, maybe even 2 weeks, every single time they called, you didn't complain about one fucking thing. And you said, I'm doing good. Things are going good. I made some friends. I went out. Even if it's a little white lie, sometimes you got to fake it to make it, girl. Okay.
Yep.
So even if it's a little white lie, right? And you're like, I'm doing great. You know, I've been having fun. I hope you guys are doing great. I guarantee you, you do that for 2 weeks. Your mom and dad are gonna start calling you more. They might even come visit you. They might be like, "Hey, Faith, you want to go out for a day and go to Starbucks or go out to dinner or something?"
They call me though.
And somebody just made a great comment. Start by showing you can do some things independently.
Yes.
Even small things like getting yourself together.
Yeah.
That will,
That
in
would be
turn, let your
different
parents.
if
Huh?
I cared enough. If I
What?
cared enough to do that, I would do it. You guys know me. If I put my mind to something, I'll do it.
So you
But
just don't care. You just like you're just in this I don't give a fuck stage.
like at this point, I have been so concerned about myself and other people and what I can do to better myself. And I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always like the I don't give a fuck person. But I'm at this place, social media aside, where I don't care. I don't care what happens to me. I don't care what I look like. I don't care. I just don't. And I don't know how to
Well,
feel.
until you start to care, I don't think in my heart of hearts, until you start to care about yourself and your own well being, then nobody's gonna care about you. You gotta care about yourself first.
There's no way that anybody could care.
Right.
And not in a mean way, but because no matter how much, because you think, okay, first of all, let me tell you this. The 453 people, I can almost guarantee 50% of these people actually care. And they're pure fucking strangers. And they actually care.
Yeah.
I care. I take time. Bro, time is
I love
everything.
you for it.
No, fuck that. No, listen to me, okay? Aunt Kenken takes time. These people, like when they give you insight, not some of the insight that you be getting. Some of that shit is either they're walking on
Right.
fucking eggshells because they want clout off you, or whatever the case is. But sometimes these people, or they're fucking trolling you, or whatever. Fuck those people. You really need to let go of those people, honestly.
Yep.
But you have to understand that people genuinely care. But the more that you give off that persona of I don't give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck about myself, then you can't expect for not a soul walking this earth to fucking care about your well-being, whether you get out of that nursing home, whether you make it to Cali, whether you live your dreams. You cannot expect anybody to even remotely even fucking begin to want to help you. Because if you don't care, why would they take that time out? What if they take 4 hours out of their day caring about you, right? And then all of a sudden it's bedtime, they go to bed, they don't wake up the next day. That's what they did those last 4 hours, was help you, and you don't even fucking care because you got online the next day and did the same exact shit.
Wait, who's saying I don't care? What?
You just said you don't
I know you
care.
I
fucking
don't
lying.
care about me. I didn't say I
That's
don't
what I'm
care about other
saying, Faith. You have to
people.
listen. Sometimes you have to listen to actually hear, bro. Why would somebody take the last 4 hours out of their day to care about you if you don't even care about you? That's what I'm saying. The fuck? I'm not saying care about other people. You don't got to care about nobody. You could still be considerate and nice and decent, but you don't have to care about nobody. But you have to care about yourself if you want anybody to fucking care for you, talk to you, respect you, anything. That's why I'm trying to tell you. It all starts within you. You need to wake up positive. If you wake up negative every day or down or whatever, you're going to stay in that fucking funk.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to. All I want is is to be able to just live where I want to live. And I guarantee you, when I came to this nursing home, and still now, I am so excited to be here. And I've done activities, I've hung out with people, I've played with the therapy club, I've gone to PT, I've done all these things that I never do because I care. And like you said, I don't treat people here the way I treat my parents because of delivery, because of how people treat me here. I feel humanized here. I don't feel humanized at home.
Well, but that goes both ways, Faith. You talk to your parents like shit, they talk to you like shit. I'm sure if one changes, the other one would follow.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are, I mean, and I understand that your parents are getting paid to take care of you, but those people do an 8 hour shift or a 12 hour shift and they go their butts home. They ain't worried about Faith when they leave there. Your parents have a true concern and they are with you taking care of you 24 hours a day. Okay, obviously they sleep. But when you feel better, you do
What do
better.
you
If
mean?
you
What do
got
you
up
mean, Mr.
there,
King?
got
What do you
yourself
mean?
together, washed yourself, brushed your hair, XYZ, get out and do something. You don't have to start your day on TikTok because guess what? Let me tell you something. For the most part, all TikTok does is bring your ass down.
Mm-hmm.
Change your mindset and do something different because obviously what you're doing now ain't working.
I mean, it's working in the sense that I'm a lot happier when I'm here. I'm
When you're
happy.
where?
The nursing home, on TikTok, with my friends, like, I'm happier here. And
But you
that's
know what
the
TikTok's gonna get you in? A world of damn trouble. I mean, and it's fine to go live every now and then, but you shouldn't let it consume you. Take some of these hours that you're using on TikTok and put them into yourself. Nicole was just saying about makeup and
what's
XYZ.
up.
Do things to make you feel good. Again, when you
Hello.
feel good,
Good, how are you? Good. I'm gonna be your nurse today, okay? Okay, I will. Thank you.
Mama Teresa, you're right. I'm not her friend because I don't even know her like that. But I can see somebody who really needs to get with it and step up and be honest without being ugly.
Mm-hmm.
So sit on a stick.
You want to know what the thing is, Faith? Is that I kind of get, like, honestly, what you, I kind of see what's going on with you. Honestly, whether you want to hear this or not, you get on here and you do this every day because if you sit here and if you're positive and if you're just happy and doing you and caring about you, your views ain't going to be in the thousands,
Not
500s.
Nope.
views,
No,
babe.
listen to me, Faith. You want to know what I would love to see someday with you? I would love to get on here, right? And see that you have a set schedule. You come on here, you preach positivity, you let people know how fucked up you once were mentally, and how down and out you were, and you got yourself on the right path. You run a series of battles, whether you're bantering or whatnot, or at least don't be talking. I wouldn't talk about some of the things you talk about. And I would just love to see that for you. And you showing people maybe shit you did during the day, arts and crafts, whatever, going out, making TikToks, making content, and you're genuinely happy.
Yeah,
That's
be
what
an
I would love
example
to
for the
see.
others on TikTok that may be in your situation.
And I want to do that. And I did do that. You realize I did do that 8 years ago?
Wait,
And
wait.
it was going good for you, right?
and I loved it. But
So
I
what
also
happened?
got, I'll tell you what happened. I got everything ripped out from underneath me, and I have resentment and bitterness towards that.
Who ripped it out?
My parents.
Oh my gosh, Faith.
What? They took everything away from me. And you can't say they didn't.
How did they take everything away from you?
They didn't give me a choice whether to stay or leave. I had to leave. I had no choice.
Okay, well, how can we figure out how to get you back to that position? You're a grown ass woman. Like, I understand that your parents have some say for now, but what's preventing you from
They
getting
don't.
back to where you were 8 years ago? And with them understanding that you're in a safe place,
What's preventing me? Money. Point blank
Faith.
period.
how could you do it 8 years ago?
How could I do it 8 years ago?
Uh-huh.
Because because one, I was I gave a fuck. I gave a fuck because I was in the happiest time of my life. The last 4 years before we moved, immediately when I got out of high school, I was a different fucking person. You could see me with makeup on. You
Oh,
could see
me
me
too. Me too. Me
Girl, if
too.
you
And
could
I
see me
don't have
right
a
now,
disability. Me too. I was a completely different person. You should see me right now. The fuck? Sometimes I wear the same shirt for 6 days straight. The
oh
fuck?
yeah, me
With fucking
too.
baby puke on it. Me too, Faith. Oh,
I have a moo
yes.
on right now, and I'm 44 years old. Should be doing some shit with my life. But guess what? It doesn't change how my mental. Well, yeah, if I put on clothes, and maybe I'll do that in a little bit. Not gonna lie, but if I was up and at 'em this morning and rah 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 getting my job done, I would feel so much better. But instead, I'm just effing off in the bed with my computer, pretending like I could do so much better, but
And
I have to do
so,
it. Get up and
so
do it.
did I. And I know that I can do better. I just I don't want to be in this state. When I was in Florida, I was so fucking happy.
But let me tell you something. Where you live is not, I mean, and again, I think you listen to respond, not listen to understand. But you can be happy at any place. Hell, I'm in Texas too. And would I love to live on the beach in Florida and XYZ? Sure, but guess what? That's not realistic. That's not in my cards right now. I'm doing the absolute best with what I have and what I've been given. And I make myself happy. Happy is not a place, happy is inside of you.
Well, that's very hard for me to believe because I was the happiest person. I probably happier than half the motherfuckers on this planet when I was there.
Okay, so we also have to focus on what can change and what's realistic. I understand that that was the happiest that you've ever been, but there's so many things that you can do now to be happy in your current environment. You just have to be willing to do it.
Okay, makeup's one thing. Taking care of myself is one thing. Like making myself presentable is one thing. But after I do that, when I can't have a job, when I can't make enough income to sustain myself, when I can't go out and hang out with friends for more than 3 days out the year, when I can't go and be able to just go out and do something freely, what is that going to help with?
So let me ask you, when have you truly attempted to make friends in Waco, Texas, outside of TikTok?
When I went to church, when I
Okay,
went
so
to
what, you don't go to church anymore?
when I went to hippotherapy, when I did so many
So
things.
what's stopping you from doing that? Your parents won't allow you to do that anymore?
My parents don't want to. They've they've given up on parenting.
Well,
We're
but
being honest.
well,
They don't want
you're
to parent.
28, so you really don't want them to parent
I
because you say
don't
you
want
want
them
to
to
be
parent.
independent.
I don't want them to parent. I just want them to drive me the places I need to go. That's it. I need them to be willing, and they're not. They're old.
Is there not like a disability transportation?
Yeah, there is. but it only goes within the city, and I use it within the city whenever I need to go somewhere.
When have you gone somewhere, Faith? I've been a silent watcher for I don't know how long.
When have I?
Probably almost a year. When I have yet to see you go someplace.
Well, that is extremely false because everyone knows that I've gone to concerts, I've gone on vacation, I've gone out in
Well, I know
nature.
you went to a concert. I'm sorry, but I'm saying like 3 days a week you could use that transportation, right? Is it you could only use it X amount of times in a certain amount of time?
No, but you have to schedule it out, which I can do.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't know how to be okay with doing it alone because I do things alone my whole entire life. I've done it alone my whole entire life, and it's a college town. If you're not going to Baylor University or if you're not involved in a church, you're not gonna make friends. Period.
So she says, I don't know if I'm okay doing things by myself, but then turns around and says, I've done things by myself my whole life. What the hell?
So you don't think if you express to your parents that something that would make you happy is getting out and going to church on Sundays, that they would make that happen for you?
Of course, of course they would, because they go to church too. But the thing is, they don't want to go where I want to go. I have to go wherever they go. Because God forbid they drop me off somewhere and they have to go drive back to where they want to go. It's suddenly a whole fucking problem.
So what if you presented to them you alternate weeks at church? 1 week at their church and 1 week at the church that you would like.
Alternate, just like go
Like
one.
every other week. Like 1 week you go with them, the other week they go with you. Because you got to find a happy medium. If you have to depend on somebody to do things for you have to find
I
a
think
good
I think the
boundary.
issue I think the issue for me though is I've never gotten to choose who I get to depend on. And that's my problem. That's why I don't give a fuck anymore. Because I've tried to fight for that for the past 8 years and it's never happened and it's not going to happen unless I leave. So whether that looks like getting up the night before, getting ready, putting myself together and getting on a plane and leaving, or whether that looks like going and being able to just get away for a weekend or get a caregiver in the house, which is never going to be allowed because God
Right. So
forbid
let's
that.
stop beating a dead horse. A caregiver is not coming into your parents' house, so we have to figure out an alternative to that. And fine if you want to move away, but have a solid plan.
Oh, I do, but I'm not a like I get shit for it. I get absolute dog shitted on
From who?
because my family
Well, but if you say
because
your parents don't care, why do you give a damn if they shit on you?
because they're going to try and get in the way of what I do. It happens every time. It's not like they can just detach. They can't. They're not capable of it.
You want to
That's,
know something, Faith? I'll put my business out here. I am 44 years old. You want to know who my best friends are? My parents. If my parents lived in Houston, Texas, guess where I'd be living? With my parents. Because I have established that relationship and those boundaries that I could 100% say with all confidence that my parents and I could coexist in a house together without any issues. And I
yeah,
think
we
it's
can
all about,
coexist too. We can
huh?
coexist too. Me and my family can coexist too. The thing is, I need to love them from afar. Coexisting doesn't mean living together.
Well, I mean, my parents are in one state, I'm in another state, and I would do just about anything. But that's besides the point. Have you thought about therapy? You go to your individual therapy. Maybe your parents can go to their individual therapy, and then y'all can go together. Because
We kill each other in the same room.
yeah,
It's not helpful. The way that they think is like she's not capable. They infantilize me. They always have. Even when I was in California, I didn't see it until I got older. but they infantilize me to the point where they're always like, well, she has depression, she has bipolar, she has all these things, and we're just nervous and we don't want to let her go and it's not safe. And I'm sitting there like, well, you can't be concerned about my safety and then tell me to leave if I don't like something and then want to control where I go.
But I think you were taking those conversations and framing them in a way that makes your parents look bad when that's truly not the situation. Because
They're
I've
not bad
I've
people.
sat back and listened to your parents.
They're not bad people.
Of course
I
not.
never I never want people to think that they're bad people. They're just not parents. They're just not.
So wait,
I'm a
let me
client.
get this
I'm
right.
a client,
You want them
and
to be
they're my
parents.
yeah. I want them to call me and be like, "Hey, Faith, guess what we're doing? We're in Hawaii." And I'm like, "Great."
Faith, you tell this
I,
story. That you tell this story all over and over and over again. The same.
because
Hey, I'm in Hawaii.
yeah, that's the truth. Because that's the way that we will have our relationship.
Right, but you maybe it's hard for me to understand because again, like I said, my parents are my best friends. We have an amazing relationship. Do they
Yeah.
still? I mean, like I said, I'm 44. Do they still try to tell me what to do? Yeah, but I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, yeah, I appreciate your advice and your concern, but this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and that's the thing with them is there's a difference between giving advice and imposing beliefs and values on another person to make them, it's almost like gaslighting. It's almost like they make me doubt myself that I'm not capable of getting on a plane and going somewhere even for a weekend. I had to fight. I had to leave the nursing home in last year because everyone came together and everyone helped me get out of the nursing home, and I paid what, $600 to get out of the nursing home for a night. And you know what I saw when I did that? I saw a person that is capable of doing anything she sets her mind to. And the longer I live with my family, the more resentment I will have, the
Nope.
more angry.
Nope. Nope. So take out everything that you just said, right? You cannot, right now, when I ask you this question, you can't say your parents, you can't say the nursing home, you can't say anything. What is stopping you from doing that?
Money, money, point blank, period. I can get a flight. I
Nope,
can,
not a flight. Nope, I'm talking about you getting a night out of the nursing home. You going outside of that nursing home and doing something.
for
Because
example,
you can't use your parents no more because before you said you couldn't go out and do anything because you lived
and
at your parents' house and they wouldn't let you.
I'm not using my parents, but in the same breath, the nursing home will not let me do what I want to do. Realistically, if it were up to me, I bought a concert ticket last year that got rescheduled and rescheduled and rescheduled. It's on the 19th, and I want to go by myself. I know I am capable of doing that. It's an hour away. I would love nothing more than to just enjoy that by myself. It's something simple. It's something so freaking simple
So why can't you do it?
because I have to be safe about it according to the nursing home. And apparently that's not,
I have to be safe about everything I do too. I can't drink and drive.
obviously.
But I'm saying I have to be safe. I mean, I have to be safe. So according to the nursing home, you have to be safe. So
Yeah,
what do you need to do in order to make that happen?
money.
Yeah, you
Money.
ain't getting no money from me. You can write that shit off. Um, I can't do everything that I want to do because money, because everything costs money, but I still
But
do
you
lots of
asked,
things.
but you asked, so I'm giving
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Faith,
Well, that's
you just said that you bought the ticket, correct?
Yeah, but
So
I didn't
what
say
do you need money for? Can't you ask the nursing home to have a nurse or an aide
we're
that
not
is
allowed
there?
to do that.
What, they can't take you out for an outing?
no,
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 because then they become liable if anything were to happen.
yeah.
But so how would you get to go?
The reason
How would you? So hold on. Step one. How would you get there?
a car,
How?
Whose car?
a company's car where they can take wheelchairs.
Perfect. Then how would you get into the? Okay, so you can figure out how to get into the facility. It's most of them are ADA accessible. So you get into the facility.
Mhm.
You're there.
Then I come back home. Here.
Okay. So somebody just said you made $213 on TikTok yesterday. Why can't you take that money out on Wednesday? Hold on. Wednesday is
Because
the
I'm
8th.
lazy.
Hold on. Wednesday is the 8th. The concert's on
The
you said the
19th.
19th. So you have 2 weeks of your TikTok earnings to go to this concert. What's stopping you?
Nothing.
How much is the car? Like how much would the car be?
$900.
Huh?
$900.
You're fucking lying, Faith.
$900?
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, then
Don't you ever lie
be
to me like
realistic.
that.
Yeah.
I can call right now. No,
I
Faith.
would
I could
walk.
call right now any fucking car place, right, and ask them if they're wheelchair accessible. And literally, that shit is not $900, bro.
7 to 9.
No fucking way.
Well, then guess
I
what,
bet.
Faith?
I will
can
bet
leave
you on everything I love. Everything I love.
900 round trip.
7 to 9 round trip. Period. Point blank done.
Well, I wouldn't want to take that car. I'd rather leave the country for $700 to
You
$900 round trip.
you can't get your ass in a van. Don't your mom drive a minivan?
No, she drives a wheelchair accessible van with an easy lock.
Okay, that's bro. There's literally those vehicles all the time.
Yeah.
You can get one. You can't tell me that it's $700 to $900 when you can literally rent that type of vehicle from Enterprise, a car rental company, for cheaper than that shit.
You actually can't.
And there's taxis
The
that
fuck?
are
Yes, you
ADA
can.
accessible.
Yeah, of course there's taxis.
And that's not going to cost you $700 to $900 round trip. I can promise you that. I work in the hospitality industry, but now I work from home in the same industry. And I see people get picked up
This is gonna
all
be
the time.
real fun.
It is going to be real fun. Make sure you type into Google all car companies, right? That can basically pick somebody up that's in a wheelchair. All car companies in Texas.
Yellow Cab. Hello.
Yeah. Hold on.
And it's only a 1-day event. And is the
I know
concert
that
in
taxi
Texas?
costs by mileage. I'm fully aware.
Yeah, it's in Dallas.
Okay.
Oh, well, you want to go from Waco to Dallas?
Yes.
That makes sense. You need to do something within your means, within your city. I understand that you already have the ticket, but that's one of those things that you just can't go to if your parents aren't willing to take you. Waco is how far from Dallas? An hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's gonna be a pretty fun.
yeah. I mean, that is what it is. That's not an option.
Well, at least don't say that I'm lying.
I didn't say you were lying, but you told a half-assed truth to be able to say that it's going to cost $700 to $900 or whatever $100 to get there. I mean, you're going in a whole different city. That's like me saying I'm in Houston and I want to go to the Woodlands and go to a concert. Like, I got to get myself there because the taxi is going to cost a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
I need to refill my water. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute. I have no clue how to do this.
$900 though, but you made $200 yesterday. They're saying so. If you literally weren't negative for 2 weeks, you were straight positive. You got your hustle on, got your grind on. Clearly, people are gifting you. Even if you made $200 a day, bro, you're gonna have money for that $900 ride and to pay your bank out.
So, what are you talking about? This week? Like this next week? Or
If you made $200 a day times 7, that's $1,400. There's your negative bank account and the ride.
oh, you're talking about a day, not the week.
Who are you talking to?
You.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you're talking about making $200 a day, not a week.
If
correct?
you did, that's what I'm saying. It would be, yes, correct. It would be $1,400. There's some days you can make more than $200.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't get it. So again, this is all falling back on you can't do it because of yourself.
No, the income cap though. What do I do about that? What do I do?
About what?
The income cap that we spoke about.
So if you want to go to a concert, this is where you have to put your priorities, in place. If you want to go to a concert, if that's something you absolutely want to do, right? And you make $1,400 in a week, right? Or in 2 weeks, guess what? Then you know that you got to do something that you absolutely said you wanted to do, right? And then you don't fucking battle and you turn off your gifting for the rest of the month. It's that easy.
Yeah. You make your money and then you stop. You can just chit chat and
She's not going to do that because Faith, what people aren't realizing is Faith is addicted to the money. She's addicted to money, and that's why not only is the money she's getting from battling not enough, that's why she's going and taking out loans and running up whatever she can run up to get money to spend. And she's been doing this battling and getting money on Meet Me and TikTok and Favorited for years. She's not going to stop. She's not going to stop now. And the sad reality of it is even if she was to stop getting gifts today, if she was to stop making money today, what she's made in the past could catch up with her. Because a lot of people know that sometimes it can take years for SSI, Social Security, SSDI, IRS to catch up with you. So even if she stopped right now, money that she made 2 years ago could come back to bite her in the ass tomorrow.
Yeah.
get in boxes and do things. I mean, and I'll be honest, Faith. When I was in your box, I think it was last week, my thought was, okay, I understand that SSDI is important, but if you live in your life is just as important and having a job and working, then maybe you have the ability to make enough money to do for yourself and you don't need SSDI. Do I think that's smart? No, but it is an option.
It is, but I don't know what. Can you please? And I'm not trying to be mean, but can you please tell me what job can make a 90K?
I mean, it just depends on how hard you want to work and what you're capable of doing. I mean, shit, I'm sitting at home right now making double that, but that's just the way that my life has gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you gotta
Because
rob Peter to pay Paul. You gotta figure out what's most important to you.
realistically, I want to get off of that. I want to get off of that and sustain myself. That's been my whole goal. I can easily, and I mean so easily, get a job. Because I have no issues getting jobs. That's not an issue for me. The issue is if I work 40 hours a week, which I can do, but something happens to my chair and I no longer have that insurance.
Then you should be making enough money to replace it yourself. I mean, that, and I'm not being ugly, but that's just realistic, and that's just the truth of the matter is.
And if you're
Yeah.
If
working
you're making
40 hours a week,
$90,000 a year and you have insurance with your job,
I was just about to say that your employer would offer you insurance, Faith. And that's how the
Like
real
good
world works.
insurance?
Good.
What?
Yes, Faith. And you guess what? You're going to be paying out your ass for that insurance.
Hell
And
yeah.
that's what every person in a fucking America does, okay? And guess how much they're left with at the end of the week? Barely any money to make it by.
Not a damn thing.
Do you understand that?
Yep.
That's called reality.
Yep.
Yeah, and I want to do that more than I want to sit on my hands and do nothing.
Can you let these people up that just keep asking to come up? Because I don't know them, and I'm not going to do that because it's not my life.
Me either. I'm gonna I got some work to get done. I'm gonna be in the chat. But I mean, Faith, again, put your mind to it and get it done. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that
And I know
ultimately
I
that's
can
what's
do
gonna
that.
make you happy. But you
And I
have
know
got to
I
take
can
the
do it.
first step. Please don't talk over me. You have got to take the first step, and that starts with you.
Yeah.
And it may not be now, but search deep within inside yourself and think about what things make you happy. And yeah, get up in the morning and brush your hair and wash your face and brush your teeth, none of which I have done, but I'm very honest, so it is what it is. But start your day off on the right path, because again, if you wake up and you feel better and you're refreshed and your whole mental psyche changes when you get up and start your day on the right foot. It really, really makes a difference if you allow it to make a difference and you don't have your mind made up that it's not going to make a difference, so that if you do it, it doesn't. So just give it some thought. I
Yeah.
mean, the chat, I could give a shit less about the chat. I mean, they're saying all kinds, and I understand that Faith doesn't listen, but maybe one of these days somebody
Well,
is going
don't say
to.
that because I actually do listen.
I'm just saying with the chat. I mean, well, yeah, you don't you listen to respond, not listen to understand, for the most part. Yeah, and I see her rolling her eyes, and I don't give a shit, Bridget. That's fine, whatever. This is just words for me. It doesn't matter if she takes it, she takes it. If she doesn't, she doesn't. Still gonna rest well at night. But just think about that and try to start your day a little bit differently. Even if you get off of here in 30 minutes and say, okay, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna call a nurse. We're gonna brush my hair. We're gonna brush my teeth. We're gonna wash my face, and just try it.
Yeah.
Your mental health matters.
It does.
And
Okay.
you want to make all this money, Faith, right? And you want to battle and you want to do this and you want to do that. You got to be presentable. Honestly, you do. You want people to fall in love with your soul and your spirit, not anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You're
Like, imagine you come up on the screen and you're looking good, or you're giving, even if you were to come up one day and you got your little face wipes and you got some lip balm or lipstick and you got a little bit of like maybe some makeup and you did like even like a get ready with me, you know? Like, I don't know, but are you able to, I don't know like how the things work, but are you able to brush your hair or no?
like not. I can do everything. Like yesterday, I brushed my teeth. Yesterday, I went to the bathroom. Like I did all of that, but
Yeah.
it's not thorough. So like that's why I get frustrated because like if given the right circumstance, yes, I can help myself and like take a shower or like do those things. But I also know it's not going to be thorough and it's not going to be done correctly. I can do all of those things, but I'm not going to do it half ass. And it's not my fault that I can't do it perfectly, but
Yeah, but nobody said that. You do the best you can. And somebody in the comments just said you could literally like do a vlog of like life in the life of somebody with a disability, or whatever your specific one is. And that would be cool. Like, like you, and then you're posting content more and you're feeling good. You know what I mean? Making videos, editing videos, because you're definitely good on your phone. So imagine doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it's at. And then imagine someday you blow up just off of vlogging your whole life and what you do every day, like getting food or going and doing an activity or going outside, not even if you're going somewhere, but going outside the nursing home or whatever the case may be. And then all of a sudden you become famous off that. Then you don't have to battle, and then people can't sit there and talk shit about you, for getting money or asking for money, because you're going to be getting paid out from TikTok, and that won't even be accessible online for people to see your funds. I mean, the government still knows. You still have to claim it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would probably be off of your whatever payment thing you're on. But it's shit like that. Like, but you gotta start with you.
and I used to care. The person that you are speaking of that I need to turn into, I used to be that person. I did. And it sucks. But
I mean, the only thing that's stopping it is you.
in the environment I live in,
No,
it's not
it's
gonna
you.
work.
No. Mm-mm.
Why do you say that though?
Because no matter what type of environment people live in, it's up to them if they want to make the best of it and get out of it, or make the best of it and still live their best life to the fullest. The environment you live in don't have anything to do with it. You could wipe your face right now. You could put your hair back to the best of your ability. You can create videos, you can edit videos, you can make content. You're in that room all day by yourself. You can literally do anything you put your mind to. That your environment has nothing to do with it.
Now,
But
currently,
you just said the environment that you're living in right now.
no, I said the environment I live in after
No,
30
you did not
days.
say that, Faithy.
Well, I thought that's what that meant. Because the environment I live in now, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I have.
Right. So,
I just want it to stay that way. And it's it's quickly approaching, and I'm scared, and I don't want to go home, and I have
you
no.
just said that you can't go home. That's what this whole thing started with.
I said I can't go home mentally. For my mental health, it is not helpful. My mental health, it's not helpful to be at my house. I'm very scared of what happens when, after the 30 days, if I have to go back home, I'm going to cry. I'm going to crash out.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
Because I'll still. It's not that I don't want to live at home, it's the delivery and the people that I live with that I don't want to be around. And at least I should have that right to choose who I surround myself with, whether they're my parents, the Pope, you, anyone. And that's my issue. Is like, I can live in that environment, I can be successful in it, I can do all of those things, but there comes a point where if you can't be around different people, you're gonna not give a fuck anymore. Because I don't give a fuck anymore because I'm around the same people every fucking day. And I'm not allowed to have a caregiver or someone that I can go out with and do activities with. And honestly, that's my whole issue. Is if I was allowed to stay home and have a caregiver 1 day a week or 1 day on the weekend and say, okay, this is the day that Faith gets to do what she wants to do with who she wants to do it with. And it's not that Faith wants to move out of state because she just wants to leave and be stupid. I just want to choose who cares for me and like what I get to do. That's a basic human right.
Okay, so now you just said something totally different because literally we just went back and forth for a solid 20 minutes on the only thing that'll make you happy is on where you're at and you wanted to be in a different state. And now you're saying it's not
Yeah.
about you wanting to be in a different state.
It's a caregiver. And the only way I can get a caregiver is if I move to a different state. That's what I'm saying to you. I can't get a caregiver in the house I live in now, which is
But
very like,
last night were you upset because all you wanted to do was go home?
no. I was upset because my mom and my dad don't really understand that I want to go home because I know after the 30 days, like, no one, my parents are not the people to really realize that, like, oh, my kid has no desire to come be with us. My kid has no desire to come live with us, to come see us, at least for a little bit. And that's what scares me, is I'm always ending up in the same situation because no one's willing to move an inch. And I'm willing to move mountains to get this relationship fixed and these things done. And I
Not
will
true.
haul ass to do them.
Not true.
Why?
Not true at all.
Why?
But I actually don't ever want to hear you say that again. That's not true. You are not willing to move mountains. You are not willing to haul ass to save that relationship and to make things better at all.
Why not? Why do you say that?
Because you do the same thing every day expecting different results. That's insanity.
What? Like, what? What do you mean? I'm saying
You talk to them the same way every day. You treat them the same way every day.
Because
You
I'm with
don't
them every day.
you're not. You haven't been with them. You're not with them these 30 days, right?
Yeah, and I'm happy. No one's saying that. It's the after that I'm not excited for. I've told everyone here that I absolutely love the idea of living here and doing the things to get myself more independent because I have been doing them.
Again, at the end of the day, it all boils down to is you will never be happy until you are happy within yourself and doing what you need to do to make yourself happy. Because guess what? You say your parents won't budge. They clearly budge. They put you in a nursing home for 30 days, right?
They didn't put me in a nursing home for 30 days because they budged. They put me in a nursing home for 30 days because they didn't want a caregiver in their house. That's not budging.
Because you asked for it, right?
No, let's get
What are
that straight.
you didn't ask for a caregiver, Faith.
I asked for a caregiver in my house, not
Correct.
here.
Correct. You asked for a caregiver in your house. And what did your parents do?
Said no and put me in here.
Right. So clearly that's compromising, right? They gave you because I do remember when you were at home, you literally sat there and said that you wanted to go to a nursing home
Yeah,
or even the
I
hospital
will
or
agree with
anything
that.
just to get out of that house. Because you used to say every single day, I just want to get out of this house. I don't want to be here. It don't matter where I go. I'll buy a ticket to New York, remember? And I'll sit in a hospital in the emergency department.
Yep,
So guess what your parents did? They budged, right? They compromised with you and they put you in a nursing home for 30 days because they don't want a caregiver in their house, right?
yep.
Okay, so come on. Where are we going from here?
What do you mean?
How are they not budging? How are they not meeting you in the middle? How are they not trying a little bit with you?
I never said that I didn't want them to do this. I said all I want is for them to deliver it in a way that is not belittling and disgustingly inhumane. Because delivery is everything. There's a way that you speak to a person so they don't feel unheard. And I have one thing I will stand 10 toes on, at least here, is I listen to people here. I listen to you. I listen to everyone in this chat, and I take their advice. As much as you don't think that I do, I do. I care deeply, and I listen, and I will take it in, and I will do my hardest to apply everything that I've been told. Okay? I listen here. I don't listen to them, and I get mouthy because everything that they have ever said to me has always came with a snarky backhanded comment.
Kind of the same way that you talk to them, huh?
Yes, exactly. But I don't, that's only a defense mechanism, babe. And I'm not saying I'm innocent. It's a defense mechanism because I don't know what else to do. I can't just, if I told my parents, hey, I want to go on a bus and I want to go to Dallas because I can do that. They're gonna have a conniption. They're gonna have an issue. And it's not that I don't want to go. It's not that I'm the one stopping me. But when they say if you do something, we're going to try and stop you, and we're going to call the police and try to get you to understand that this isn't a safe thing, then it deters me. It scares me more than anything in the world because no matter if I buy a flight or if I say I'm going on a bus or if I'm saying I'm going to a coffee shop, like there's a difference between imposing and advising, you know?
No, I don't, because I don't really buy that, honestly, because right now, clearly your parents put you in a nursing home, right?
Hmm.
Okay, and they have absolutely, like, they can't say like, "Oh, Faith has to sit in that room all day and not do anything," right?
Yes, they can. because
They go on, I'm listening.
because they think that because they have medical power of attorney, they have control over me, and they don't, and they think that they do. So when I called my mom yesterday, and I said, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. Just a heads up, I'll be back in a couple hours." And guess what they said? If you do that, there's going to be an issue because I don't want you going out alone. I don't want you doing XYZ thing. You have to be in a group with them. And I'm like, I, unless I get out of their peripheral or their vision or their proximity, nothing's going to change. And I can change myself. I know that I can go and do a 180 in no time because I've
Are
done
you
it.
allowed to leave that nursing home? Like the people that are in there, right? Are they allowed to like go outside of the nursing home doors and then come back in and, you know what I mean, like do different things?
No, no, they're only allowed to do it with family. And I don't have family to go do shit with, obviously.
So then when you called your mom yesterday, right? And you said, "Hey mom, I'm going to go to a coffee shop by myself and I'll be back in a couple hours and I'll let you know how that goes." So that's basically why she told you no, right? Because that's breaking the
No,
nursing home rules.
because I talked to the staff and they said, yeah, you can go on Waco Transit and go somewhere. But the thing is, they have to tell my parents everything that I do.
Faith, you just went round and round in circles within the last 60 seconds
Wait,
and said
how?
multiple different things. Because for one, if when I asked you a few minutes ago, right, about the concert, right, you
Yeah,
said that you can leave. You can leave, right?
I can.
I just asked you if people in that nursing home can walk
You
out
said
that front
if
door and walk
people in
back
that
in.
nursing home can do that. No, they can't. I can.
So go to the fucking coffee shop in your fucking wheelchair.
Okay.
I'm confused, Faith. So you can leave that nursing home, the doors, right? And then you could come back in and they can still wipe your ass and they can still fucking feed you and they can still put you to bed and give you your medication, right?
Yes.
So you leave the nursing home and where's the coffee shop? How far?
Uh, 10 minutes by my house.
No, how far is it from the nursing home? In a wheelchair?
And, uh, 10 minutes on the bus.
Nope, 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 and then nope again. Where is the coffee shop? The nursing home that you're at, is there any coffee shops that you can
Oh,
wheel
and
to?
walking.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see.
Because all this extra shit, oh, I need to get on a bus, I need to do this. Nope, you can't do that, Faith. And that's not your parents telling you no. That's not the nursing home telling you no. You can't fucking do that. And you
Why?
know that.
Why?
Because you can't, Faith, because you can't.
And
You
and
can't.
driving with my wheelchair across the street is better.
Are you fucking serious? People do that shit all day long, bro. All day. If there's a plaza, like a plaza by the nursing home, why can't you? If there's a Target over there, you can fucking wheel out of that nursing home and wheel your ass across the fucking crosswalk and fucking wheel right into fucking Target, grab yourself a Starbucks drink, wheel around Target and wheel right back to the fucking nursing home. Right or wrong?
That's not safe though. It's really not.
But getting on a bus full of fucking strangers is fucking safe? What
Yes,
makes them
because
different?
someone else is driving and I don't have to get lost.
Wait a second. So you're telling me that wheeling like on sidewalks in a
Yeah.
crosswalk, right, is not safe?
Not for me. I have trouble with direction. And that's a dead ass thing.
Bro. So this is again, it's all down on you. This has nothing to do with your parents. This has nothing to do with the nursing home. Because every single time that anybody says something to you about, well, then just go fucking do it, then it's a new thing and a new thing and a new thing.
I'm
Now
telling
now
you.
you now you now you don't know direction.
Well, well, that's been a thing my whole entire life.
How many
I've,
phones do you have? You have one or two? Because you can work a phone like the back of your fucking hand, and it has GPS. So now you mean to tell me now you don't know how to fucking follow the line on GPS?
hold
You
my
do.
phone, hold my phone, look at the map, and drive. That is not safe, babe. And you
How
know,
many, how many? No, I don't know that, Faith, because no, I don't. Because my mom worked as a special education teacher for over 20 years. And I'm telling you, and she worked with the same kid for over literally, I mean, because you're allowed to stay in the school system if you're
till
disabled
you're
in New
20.
York until, yeah, exactly, you already know. And I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker was out there delivering newspapers, bro, at 6 in the morning by himself with my mom fucking sitting in a car in a parking lot because that you can be independent. So why can't you? How many hands do you need to operate your chair?
One,
Okay, and then so
I
you
drive
can't.
with my left hand, and here,
But GPS talks to you. So it would tell you like, okay, you
I
got
need
to
to
go
look at
right.
it. I need to look at it.
We just finna have. Okay. Okay.
No, I'm literally telling you what I need to do, how best I can help myself. And you're literally like, well, that's not true.
No, because I'm trying to help you. Like, literally, because if you were to tell me, I just told you to leave the nursing home today to go do
Yeah,
something. Brush
yeah.
your fucking hair bath, brush your teeth, wash your face, wipe your face a little bit. And if you got a little extra cash, go buy yourself some, even a little face makeup palette at Target. Is there anything by you? Is there a plaza?
Let me see.
Cause like I'm not getting it because you're so capable in your mind. You're so capable to do all these things, and then your parents are the devil when they say no, Faith is not capable to do anything. But then I'm sitting here telling you to take your ass out of the nursing home and go to a plaza, and you're telling me that you're really not capable to do this. So then it's
No,
leading me
I'm
to
not.
believe that your
No,
parents are spot on, bro.
no, I'm not saying I'm not capable. What I'm saying is the bus is a safer thing to do. Okay? It's safer than just driving on a sidewalk. And I know that about myself. And I know that in terms of like safety, that that's not a safe thing to do. In a cul-de-sac, I would understand, but not on like a big sidewalk with city streets,
Is there a plaza by you?
like a store or something. Come on, where's the closest Walmart? What's Walmart?
Any store, a boutique, coffee shop, anything.
It'll take an hour to walk or to drive.
Do you live in the damn country or a city?
Exactly my point, me. Exactly my fucking point.
No, no, that is not exactly your point.
Yes, because I live in a small town, and like I said, if I am not going to Baylor or I'm not involved in a church, there's nothing to fucking do. And everything is so far apart. Anyone who lives in Texas knows that it takes like 45 minutes to get from one thing to another, especially if you're, quote, in a wheelchair driving. Takes
Uh,
10 minutes to drive though.
I'm so like, there's no. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Texas, but you cannot mean to tell me that there is a nursing home in the fucking middle of the fucking desert.
It's not the desert. But
I mean,
you
that's how
can't
you're making it
just
seem. Like
walk.
there's
You can't just
nothing.
walk to shit. Is what I'm saying. Now, if I was in California, yes, I could
No,
walk to shit.
get that out of your mind. Get that out of your mind. Because you want to know what? The bus in California and the sidewalk in California is fucking dangerous. So get that out of your mind. That's dangerous as fuck. Probably more dangerous than fucking getting on a bus or walking in Texas. Wheeling in Texas. So no. Mm-mm. So again, now let's revert back. That's why your mom said, fuck no, Faith.
Well, no, actually, she said, I don't want you going out alone because I know you may do something stupid. And I said, so it doesn't matter. They think that they have all this control, and the minute when I was in Florida, I did all the things that I wanted to do. I took transportation. I went to my job when I could with the
Okay,
care.
hold on. Hold on. Tell
Mhm.
me again. Tell me again what happened with Florida, why you left.
I didn't have care. I was sitting in my own feces and piss. I didn't have care.
Yeah. And you were happy with that?
Happier than here? Yeah, I was, because I was in the hospital getting care, and I wasn't in my parents' home, and then on top of that, when I came home, the week after I came home, the state of Florida called me and said, "Okay, we're all ready for your residency. We have all your Medicaid and Medicare straightened up. Like, come back and get an ID." And I'm like, "Well, fuck."
So how long were you there for?
From January to February.
So a month. So a month you sat in your shit and you don't
No,
have the biggest bed sore in the world?
no, I didn't sit in my shit for a month
How long did you
because
sit in
I
your
was
shit
in the
for?
hospital every week.
So
So
where were you living outside of the hospital?
at Disney property in their apartments,
So you would sit in their apartments for a week and then you would call and go to the hospital because you were covered in feces?
it wasn't for a week. When my caregiver fell through, that's when I had the trouble, because if I didn't have the caregiver, then I couldn't do anything in terms of like the bathroom stuff.
I'm
So
confused and I feel like there's a bunch of that story that's missing out and in all
even
honesty.
Kristen knows me. Kristen said yes. That's exactly what happened.
So what happened to the caregiver?
The caregiver could not be established, so I had to go offcare.com or similar agencies, and you can't trust people. Like, people are unreliable unless you have a bazillion dollars or you're on insurance. And I didn't know how difficult it would be because you can't prearrange anything. I couldn't just stay in Texas and be like, oh, I'm applying for insurance, I'm doing all these things. I couldn't do that. And the reason I'm so passionate and I'm so confident in myself is because when I was there and had the care, I did my job damn well. I was really good at what I did. My bosses praised me. Like, I had the best fucking time of my life. And the only reason that ended was because of the caregiver and because I couldn't get insurance fast enough.
Yeah, I'm just so confused by that because I don't get how you're having the best time of your life covered in feces.
Well, whenever that happened, I just went to the hospital and got cleaned up. After my dad left, after my dad left Florida after those 2 weeks, we had everything set up, and then the caregiver bailed and they fell through. And then that was that. and I was fucked.
Damn. And what was your job? What'd you do?
I was a park greeter.
A what?
Park greeter?
Oh, like you said what's up to people
Tickets.
and stuff?
Tickets. I took admission.
You did, you took their tickets?
Yeah.
Mm.
It was so much fun. And that's how I know that I'm so capable of doing things. That experience taught me how capable I was and showed me that. And the only reason I couldn't stay there was because of care. And even when I begged my parents to not make me get on a flight, they did it anyway. They couldn't stand letting me be there because they're so attached that they can't detach.
No, I don't think that's true. They gave you a little bit of rope and let you go to Florida, and then you fell flat on your face because it didn't line up the way that it was supposed to.
Okay, that doesn't mean I need to be fucking rescued.
You're the one that asked them, didn't you?
No!
You
That's what
didn't
I
ask
just
them.
said. I begged them to not get me a flight home. I begged and pleaded. And I can call my dad right now and he can say the same thing. I said, please don't make me come home. I'm not buying a flight. I don't want you to buy a flight. I don't want to come home. And
How'd
they
they
said,
know? How'd they know?
how did they know?
Yeah,
How
if
did
you
they
were
know
living in
what?
apartments by yourself, how did they know?
Because I was in the hospital half the time. And when my parents called, I had to tell them, like, hey, I'm in a hospital.
Mm,
That's how.
mm. Can you please let up your friend OG that like literally the entire chat's been asking for like an hour?
Yeah.
And I guess OG lives in Waco, they said.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong.
Where's OG? I don't see an OG.
I do. It's right there. That's been the first one the whole time. I let them up.
Oh, hey, Melissa.
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. Hi.
So I got to say a few things real quick. So there's a lot of creators here locally. We would love to do things with faith, but we don't want the bullshit that comes with it. So that's why none of us.
There is no bullshit. Either you want to do it or you don't. There's no bullshit. If you
There,
can, you would. If you don't, you won't.
faith. There's a lot you can do here. I'll tell you one thing you can do. First off, we've talked about this. The Waco Transit offers
Yeah, and
one
that's what I'm
for a
Faith,
saying.
dollar.
Faith, Faith, Faith,
Hold
hold on.
on,
I want
let
to
me
hear.
finish. For $1 each way. Let me Faith, the Waco Animal Shelter is over full right now. You're a creator, you have a lot of followers. You can go there and help promote dogs to get out of there.
Fuck yes, bro. That's so fucking cool. Go on.
You've got Magnolia Market and the Silos 5 minutes from you on the other side of Waco Drive. You can take the transit, go over there, get coffee. You can go to the backyard on the weekends. They're handicap accessible. There's so much stuff for you to do here.
Yeah.
But, okay, let me finish because you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to go to Dallas for a concert.
Okay.
I mean, why would she buy tickets to a concert that she knows her parents are probably not going to take her to, and that it's going to cost all these hundreds of dollars to get her there in transportation? Why would you even want to go? And then you're going to have to go by yourself because obviously you've not bought someone else a ticket or you don't know someone else that's going. it's just like she makes these irrational decisions, just like buying the plane ticket, going to someone's house that didn't even know that she was coming, with no caregiver, no one to go with her. Yeah, she said her father was going to go and then he backed out. I mean, it's just like she makes impulsive, and she has admitted to that she's very impulsive. You can't be impulsive when you don't have the money or the care or the transportation. You just can't make impulsive decisions that you can't go and do on your own.
You know what the backyard is, am I correct?
Yeah, I do know. Yes.
How come you don't go there?
And I do. I do go there. But the thing is, Waco Transit, Waco Transit, not only it doesn't run after 7, babe. You know that, right?
Yeah, Uber does though.
Babe, I can't take an Uber.
Yes, you can.
Wow.
If you go to Uber and you go down to the large accessible, it may cost you $5 more. They have Ubers that have wheelchair accessible in the Ubers.
Wait, is all this real?
Yes,
Please
it's
show me.
real. That's
Please
why I'm
show
called
me where the accessible Ubers are.
that's why
Because
I'm called the real OG Rescue, and
Uber.
I'm here locally. And
Wait,
there's a
wait. Show me on your phone where the Ubers are. Because Uber WAV is non existent here. And you know that.
if you go to Uber and you actually
I'm
if
on
you,
Uber right now. Where do I
okay,
go?
so go from backyard to where you're at. Like do a pre I don't know what it's called, where you can ask for it ahead of
Yeah,
time.
before booking you.
And hey, if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. I'm not too proud to apologize.
None
But
of us are perfect and we all make mistakes.
but Faith, you know I live local to you.
I know. And
Okay.
that's the thing is like if you wanted to, you could. If you don't, you won't. But you don't want to.
Don't
And
want to what?
There's so much drama that comes with it, Faith.
what? There's so much drama with
Oh
hanging
my
out with
what
another human being? Are you crazy?
hey, I'd do it if you weren't on live.
I won't be on live when I'm hanging out with you. What the what?
I mean, I'll meet you at the shelter.
Okay, let's do it today. I'll fucking get ready and go.
We'll look it up on your phone right now about how you're gonna get there. We could do this right now on the phone. Look it up. Faith, you been y'all have been knowing each other and like that you guys were local to each other because Faith, I just asked you like about 3 days ago. I'm sure one of these one of your
Yeah,
friends that screen
of
record
course.
you have it on recording. When I asked you, I said, Faith, I said, there's nobody that you know locally. You literally sat there and told me multiple times, no, 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 no.
Listen, I know people locally, but they won't hang out. Obviously, you just heard her.
She literally just said she'll meet you at the animal shelter.
Yeah, now.
So Nia, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of us. There's Kristen is here locally. She's a big TikTok content creator and IG creator. Um, there's a lot of us, but unfortunately with Faith comes a lot of drama and bullshit. I'm
No,
not
there
saying
doesn't.
wait, hold on, let me finish, Faith. I'm not saying it's your fault, but a lot of us content creators don't want the bullshit.
If you don't want it, that's
I'm
fine.
not
But I'm a human. And, like, if you want to, you would. And you wouldn't care about a fucking live stream, and you would treat me like a fucking human.
correct. I'll treat you like a human. You turn off your phone. I'll meet you at the shelter.
Like,
And you
of course. Like, you've never given me that opportunity until now. Why do you think I'm gonna have my phone and be on live when I'm hanging out with another human? Are you crazy?
Faith.
I'm
That's
just trying to get where her head's at because I would
my
never.
head's on my shoulders, Faith. Don't even go there. I jumped in this box to correct some information. There's a lot of places that you can go here in Waco. Now, with your attitude, now you think you want me to hang out with you today? You just called me crazy.
Wait,
Because you're
ma'am,
saying crazy
Faith, hold on a
things.
second. Faith, because in all honesty, I just wanna hear what things like she could do or locally or different things that she has because I mean, I just thought there was absolutely nothing besides like a fucking bus and I thought Walmart was an hour away. So I'm
It
just curious,
is.
like is like and what was this backyard thing?
So the backyard is actually, it's kind of like
It's a venue.
it's a venue. They always have stuff to do. You also have Chip and Joanna Gaines, okay? Made Waco famous. It's called Magnolia Market, the Silos,
Okay.
which Faith is what, 5 minutes from you?
Yeah.
From the nursing home?
Yes.
No. No. I'm 30 minutes. 15, 20, 30 minutes. I'm not 5 minutes away. I'm not walking distance.
No, I'm talking about you taking that Waco Transit.
Yeah, I'm 15 minutes away.
Wait, so what is Waco Transit? That's only a dollar or whatever you said.
It's for people with disabilities.
Faith, I know you're lying to me right now. So you could get out of there and take a Waco Transit that is for people with disabilities that I know that your parents would not disagree upon. And even if they did, who cares? As long as you're taking transportation for people with disabilities, as long as you're allowed to leave that nursing home, walk out the door and walk back in and they still care for you, then I don't care, nor should you. You can do it. And if you do it and you have fun and you don't get your ass in trouble and I mean, I don't even know why you would want to go out in public and do something stupid. That don't make sense.
No, I'm saying the point is, if I think the thing for me is I don't want to get the bullshit that comes with wanting to do things and going places with myself. If I if, if I get up right now and say I go to the shelter and my parents look on their phone and they happen to open up Live 360 and they're like, well, where the fuck are you, Faith? Like, I don't
Okay.
want that.
And then you say you're at an outing and you're at the animal shelter promoting animals getting adopted. I don't get, and you took the proper transportation and you're not doing anything that you're not supposed to be doing. I don't see I don't get it. I'm confused.
Because they're scared.
Okay, but you're in a nursing home. It's not up to them right now, is it?
No.
So what are you talking about?
I'm
You
talking
already treat them like shit and they already treat you like shit according to you. So what do you care?
I care because after 30 days, and when I get back in their house, they're going to give me an earful.
Okay.
That's why.
Because you went and promoted animals getting adopted?
No, because I went and took Waco Transit without anyone. It's a
Isn't
fight
it?
at home. It's a fight here. It would be a fight anywhere. And I can literally get up out this bed, call my nurse, and be like, hey, I'm leaving, I'm going, I'm doing this. But the minute my parents get wind, oh, it's gonna be the earth is gonna shatter for them.
Hey, Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. Friday at 3 o'clock, meet me at the shelter, okay? So that gives you 2 days to plan to get Waco Transit.
Let me see what times they have. Hold on.
This is a great idea.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And can we agree phones off, Faith?
I'm not
Just,
even gonna bring my phone.
okay,
How about that?
perfect.
How about that? I won't bring my phone.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around. And then I would love for you to use your platform to promote. You know that we are over 100% capacity here in Waco at the shelter. And we're in a crisis right now where dogs can be
Euthanized.
unalived, correct? So you can use your platform to help get some dogs out. I think it would be an amazing idea.
I would love that. You know me well, and you know I love helping animals, and
Correct.
so and like I don't know, like I get that you know me, and I know that you live here, but I'm genuinely confused as to what drama I come with in terms of
I,
the
I
phone
said
not being there.
your followers. I didn't. I said with you comes drama, and you didn't let me finish. Actually, I said what comes with you is a lot of bullshit, but you didn't let me finish. Listen, I'm a content creator. I'd love to meet you at the shelter, 3 o'clock on Friday. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited. Like genuinely, I'm genuinely excited because like what people don't understand, if given the opportunity to do something like this, I wouldn't be on TikTok half the time. If I had someone to do something with, I wouldn't be on TikTok half the time in my room being a hermit.
And then what we'll do is, Faith, I can get you into the shelter. It's your choice. 1 or 2 times a week, or you can go there daily. You can do however you want to do it. We'll get you set up to do that, and you can advertise the dogs that need to get out of there.
I'm gonna
Now,
go get ready real quick. Get my nurse. Right. Hold on. Let me look.
I think this is absolutely amazing because I've seen TikTok videos where like people promote like dogs needing to get adopted before they get put down. And like then those dogs get adopted from multiple areas all over the state and or all over the country. And I think it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Faith, I really do feel like I don't bullshit. And if there's absolutely no excuses besides your parents, and for one, you just said that you would leave your phone. I mean, you can't technically leave your phone, but if you left your phone, then your parents wouldn't show on the 360. But also, I mean, you kind of do need to take your phone to like promote the dogs and stuff
she
like
does.
that.
Well, how about this?
And we also we transport nation or across the United States. So say that she has a follower that falls in love with the dog. All they do is they fill out an application, and then transport is across the United States.
Yeah.
And you could pause the 360 or turn it off or turn your location off on 360, everyone's saying. Just to and you're not doing nothing bad, you're with a responsible person, it seems like. I mean, granted I don't know, but um
Don't
you know
don't
what I mean.
don't do
I
that.
know it. You don't know, Meanie.
Yeah. I know
I'm
I
good.
mean
I mean, we're going to be in a public place, a Waco, City of Waco Animal Shelter.
Yeah. And like
okay, so did you look it up, Faith? Like did you look up the transportation and the times? What times are available?
um,
Hey OG, do you have like a website or anything? Because I see there actually is some people in the comments asking like what types of dogs. Do you have a website that people can go and look up the dogs and stuff?
Yeah, it's the City of Waco Animal Shelter. Um, they can go on that website, and it shows all you click the dogs on site, and you can
Mm-hmm.
actually see what dogs are there.
Perfect.
It's called Pet Circle.
Do you guys have a specific TikTok for that animal shelter too?
No, that's they don't do TikTok. I'll go in there and go live on TikTok to
Yeah.
promote.
Yeah, $3. I can set it up for 3 on Friday. You said.
Yeah, on Friday, 3 o'clock.
Cool. I'll set it up for 3.
And then if you want to do the for pickup, do like 4:30.
4:30. Okay.
Yeah. So that'll give us an hour and a half. So I could show you around.
Yeah. That'd be great.
So we can go through all the YDR kennels, and then I'll show you the cat room.
Yay.
Faith, and even people in the comments just said this is your time to shine, Faith, and let the world know that all this stuff that you be saying, that people can kiss your ass because you can go to this animal shelter, promote these dogs, do a good deed.
Yeah.
And you have no excuses. Did you book it, right?
I have to call them.
Oh, you have to call them. You can't do it
Wait,
on Zoom.
you don't do the online app, Faith.
Yeah,
So
but
down.
they don't let you schedule it out. You have to do it on.
Oh, you have to do it that day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna jump out. I'll see you at 3 o'clock on Friday.
I'll see you soon.
All right, Faith.
All right. Thanks, girl.
Bye. Well,
Hey.
look at this. This
Yes.
is productive.
Yes.
This
You
is
have
doing
TikTok.
things. We don't even have to talk about TikTok. I'm just saying that. I mean, but you, even though you're going to be off TikTok, you still need to, I think that's going to be great for you to promote these little doggies and cats.
Hey,
No.
Faith, I have a suggestion. What
Mhm.
about if you consider like taking your phone, and if your parents ask you, this is the perfect opportunity for you to show that you're independent and you can do this on your own. They can't control it right now, but maybe this will give them the confidence that they need to allow you to do these things.
Mhm.
And just say, hey, mom, hey, dad, look, I accomplished this. You should be proud. I want to do more things like this because I truly think deep down, the best place for you is with your parents. But if they can give you a little bit of independence, even if it's once or twice a week, I think you'll be a much happier person.
Yeah. And that's
And
all
then,
I
then
wanted.
you're out of their hair for some time as well. So they
Mhm.
can see that they can be happy with these decisions as well. It's give and take. You got to show them that you can do it
Yeah.
if you want them to believe that you can. And this
Yeah.
is a glowing opportunity.
And for an hour and a half, you do not need a fucking caretaker.
Absolutely, you don't.
Because even
Yeah.
if you, like, even if you whatever go to the bathroom, like, you still,
Yeah.
I,
I'm
I
good.
actually don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. You don't need a caretaker for an hour and a half.
Yeah. No. No. No.
Wait, everyone's saying ask the nursing home. Do you have to ask them for permission?
I already did, but
Or if
I
they
like
somebody else said
to
to ask if they could if they can set up transportation for you, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe they can take care of it for you.
Oh, does the nursing home go through the same company?
No. They have their own.
Well, either way, it doesn't hurt to ask. The worst they can say is no, they don't do that, and you have a backup option.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think this is good. We can completely change the dynamic and the trajectory of your platform and
Yeah.
use it for good.
100%.
Yeah.
No, her parents have medical power of attorney. They don't have power of attorney over Faith. So we can get that out of our head. She doesn't have to ask to do anything. You just have to show them that you can do it and that you're stable enough to do it on your own.
Yeah.
And they're just scared. I mean, if they weren't worried, then I would say they were awful parents.
Yeah. They're not. They're just helicopter. But
Yeah, I
that's
mean, my parents are similar.
well, I have a meeting right now, but I love y'all. I'll be back later.
I hope it's a good meeting.
It will be. Love y'all.
Awesome.
Bye.
Good luck. Bye.
It will be. Love y'all.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Good luck.